When you get married, you plan on being happy, get a big house, fill it with great kids, and maybe even get a minivan. And then, divorce happens. You are not alone. 38% of marriages end in divorce. When divorce happens, it's painful, scary, and overwhelming. It rocks your life to the core. You have so many decisions to make. What about the children, your finances, the house? The biggest decision is, what's next? These people went to court.
So how long have you been involved in the court process?
It's been about 3 years.
The traditional court process is by nature an adversarial process.
I absolutely hate the court process.
And it is absolutely not conducive to what's in the best interest emotionally and mentally for your family.
Yeah, so when it comes down to it, family court quite honestly sucks.
And I've come to believe that it's not divorce per se that breaks kids or hurts kids. It's how parents treat one another and the conflict inside the house before the divorce and after the divorce. I think that's the part that gets kids.
The court process is very expensive and is very frustrating as well.
It does more damage to everyone involved, whether it's both the spouses, especially the kids. It causes more damage.
As an adult and as a parent, I think we have a responsibility to do what's best for our kids, to always do what's best for our kids. And even in a divorce, as difficult and emotional as that is, we still have the responsibility to put them first, above all else. And the traditional court path doesn't do that. Collaborative will.
These people didn't go to court, they chose collaborative practice.
I would recommend the collaborative way to any friend or family member going through it. I just feel it's a very worthwhile process.
I've decided to start telling people about the process and have in the last little while recommended it to quite a number of people that I
Benefits where I saved myself a lot of money financially. I wasn't paying a lot in court costs or lawyer fees.
There is, of course, an expense to it. It is certainly much less than the court process. In fact, a friend of mine at work spent about $92,000 in 8 years in his divorce, and of course it's ended up really messy and really ugly, and the collaborative process is exactly 180 degrees from that.
We're able to resolve our differences without a lot of arguing.
You know, and I've pointed out to them some of the advantages, such as the cost, such as the kids, and such as establishing your own timelines to resolving these issues and trying to stay out of the courts in that very adversarial process. So having much more control over the process with this collaborative process, I think really benefits us all in the end, that we can just smoothly get through it if, you know, on our own time.
No, it wasn't always smooth. We did have our differences in terms of the way we wanted things to go.
I think one of the best advantages to the collaborative process is in dealing with our kids. It was an absolutely great way to get through this process, with the kids being you know, much happier, and the parents being much happier, and we can all move forward and certainly much better.
I really wanted to do it as with as less pain for them as possible. Divorce is painful enough.
The process was the reason why it's now come to this. It's really been beneficial for us. Divorce happens.
Divorce happens, and when it does, you have a choice.